Hello everybody on YouTube. I just wanted to make a quick video just letting you know, just updating you on I guess some projects that I have coming up. I got a couple things for maintenance wise on the Escalade that I'm going to be working on, and I already got all the parts, but I've been waiting for the weather to get a little warmer. You know, it's been around 40 degrees here in Maryland, and right now you know, it's 46 right now, and you know, but I think we have warmer days coming out now, now that we're in April. So one of the first things that I wanted to do is I'm going to be changing out the air compressor for the Air Ride, and the reason is I think it's pretty common for these air compressors to go bad over time. You know, that my Escalade is about 10 years old now, and the air compressor, the sound is really loud when it runs, and I have a feeling like it's running more often than usual. So I think that might just be, I guess, the piston in the air compressor starting to go bad. But it's just a lot louder than it was when I purchased the vehicle, so that's the reason I'm going to be swapping that out. The other thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be changing the brake pads on this Escalade, because they're making a squeaking sound. I think it's mostly the front brakes. I know the rotors are in pretty good condition. I didn't change them too long ago, but you know, the rotors sometimes, mostly when the car's warm, they'll start making like a squealing or squeaking sound, and it's just annoying. You know, so I already purchased some green pads. They're supposed to be pretty good for this truck. Now this is a really heavy truck, so brakes is always, you know, you want the best brakes that you can get, and you know, hopefully something that'll last you for a good amount of time. So that's the other thing. So I'm doing the compressor, I'm doing the brakes, and I'm also changing out the hub or the bearings. Well, the bearings are going bad. I had the right one replaced recently, and that was, I actually paid somebody to do that because it was the winter time. It was starting to make a noise, and honestly, I didn't want to, you know, be working on that in the middle of winter. So I took it to the shop that I normally take it to, and they swapped it out. I think it was around $350 for labor and parts, which I think is, you know, it's a decent price. But you know, the hub assembly, it's not that difficult a thing, and I'm going to be doing that now myself, and I'll do a video just showing you how to do that. These are all pretty common, I guess, issues with the Escalade or Yukon, Denali, Tahoe. You know, they're all the same. They're all GMC. So these are all very common problems. So I was just saying that I'm going to be working on those three things. I'm going to try to do all three of them on the same visit. I'm probably going to take it over to my brother's garage. He has a lift, and it'll just be easier. He's got some air tools, which will just make the job quicker instead of having to do everything by hand, you know, taking the bolts off. So I will most likely try to set a date to go over, you know, to his garage, and he's got a garage at home. Does a lot of work on mostly on Chryslers, Challengers, Chargers. He does, you know, air suspensions. He also does lifts. I know he's done a couple of Jeeps. So I'll be going over there. So I'll be doing the hub, which is, you know, to replace the bearings. It's just a whole assembly, so you don't have to actually take the bearings out or, you know, replace that, which can be a little bit more difficult. It's just a whole assembly. I'll show you in the video. And then the air compressor also is just an entire unit, so everything is just plug and play. You know, you remove the old compressor and put the new one back in, and it's something that's fairly straightforward. So I'll be doing that, and the brake pads, which are, you know, your basic maintenance for any vehicle. And I've done the brake pads on this car before. I've never done the air compressor, so that'll be something new. But if you guys have anything out there, I know there's a couple people watching that either have an Escalade or have a Porsche 911 for whatever reason. But if there's anything out there that you have an issue with your vehicle, just go ahead and comment, send me a message, and you know, it might be something that I've already had to deal with, and I can make a video just explaining how to do it, or either gaining access to it. Like if you don't know where something's at, I can also make a video showing how to, how to get to the air filter, because I know I did the cabin air filter on the 911. I think I haven't done a video on that, so that might be something that also I have on my list of things that I want to make videos of. And these are all, most of the stuff is common maintenance for these vehicles. Some of them aren't, like the door actuator on the 911. I mean, I know it's probably something that happens more often on those cars, but it's not something that comes up every day or that you have to constantly do. I replaced my actuator, I want to say 2 years ago, and it hasn't acted up. The same thing on the Escalade. That one also went bad, and I haven't had to replace it since. The one in the Escalade, actually, it went bad with one of the replacement parts that I had, and I forgot, I didn't have the receipt from where I bought it, so I couldn't get it replaced under warranty. So now, that's one of the things that I make sure that I keep a record, or at least I buy from the same places so that they have a record, so that if something goes bad, you can just get it replaced. But these are all parts that, they're not cheap, but they're not expensive in my book. An actuator is usually about $100, but if you go to the dealership, they're going to charge you $500 to get you the part and to replace it, or more. The Porsche was, I think, $300-400, I think, for the actuator itself, and not including diagnosing the issue and so forth. This is something that I just went to a lot of the forums, did some searches on Google, and that's mostly what I do. And if I can't find it on there, then I'll make I'll do what I can. Like the actuator, I couldn't find any videos of anybody taking it apart, so that's why I made the video. And I know it's helped. I got a lot of comments with that, and I know it's helped a lot of people. So, and that's what I'd like to do, just kind of pay it forward. There's been a lot of things where I've been able to save money, and to me, saving money is being able to purchase maybe a nicer car later on down the road. $500 here, $1,000 there. You shop around, you get a good deal, and that's all money that adds up in the end, so that you can get something else. Like right now, I'm really considering buying a Tesla. And for that, obviously, I'm going to need a down payment. And if I can save a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, and save up for that bigger down payment, then I can get a nicer vehicle. Maybe instead of getting a Model S 85D or something, I can get a P85D. And those are the things that I've always done. And that's why these little videos, they help out, in the sense that I think you can save a lot of money. And honestly, for me, it's not so much about saving money. I enjoy it. I enjoy working on vehicles. I help people with their, other people with their vehicles. Like I made a video recently about my mother-in-law's Jeep Patriot that needed a new throttle body. And that's just something that, it's like my brother. I take my car to my brother's garage, and he helps me out, and obviously he's my brother, he should, but I also help him out with a lot of his things, and his taxes and whatever, whatever he needs. So I help him out with other things, and everything kind of balances itself out, and I think that's how it should be, So I hope you guys enjoy these videos, and if you like the videos, go ahead and subscribe, and I'm going to try to keep making more and coming up with more content for you guys. And if you don't mind, just go ahead and leave in a comment, and if you have one of these vehicles, let me know any issues you've had and maybe problems that you haven't been able to resolve, and go ahead and share and like and subscribe, most importantly, to help me out, and so I can keep making these videos for you guys. All right, you all take care.